Kabishi is finally a trademarked streetwear brand, and in this video I want to go over the process from beginning to end of us getting our trademark, and I want to go over the ups, the downs, thought process behind it. Before we jump into the video, hit the first link in the description. We have more Life is Graham hoodies, not that many though, so you want to go in there and grab it before it's gone, because when they are all gone, I am going to lock the site and get ready for the next drop. So be sure to grab yours and sign up for the emails in that as well, because you be able to get into the store before everybody else, because I will be sending out passcodes when we do have the next drop ready. Follow the Instagram, it'll be somewhere on screen right now. But jumping into the process, starting out, a little quick background. Kabishi was started in 2023. I want to say, because I had the idea like probably like mid-year of 2023, but I think officially a business, because I signed up for LLC for Kabishi first. That started, I think, in July of 2023. But I had already, I think, sent off like my first design to go get like manufactured in June. So right around, like I said, mid to early 2023. The start of Kabishi in 2023 in July, until I was getting ready to drop the first piece in November, I made a decision to go and trademark the brand. This is a little bit of advice from me to you, to whoever may be watching this. If you are starting a business, if you want to trademark something, or the reason why I trademarked my brand was because I see me working on Kabishi for the rest of my life, and that's just me. Like I said, sometimes you may just have a business where you want to be in and out. I see Kabishi being around, and I want it for myself. I don't want nobody else to be able to come around and take the name from me. So I decided to trademark it. Trademark it if you love it and you want to stay working on it for the rest of your life and you want it to be yours. That's what my thought process was. I wanted to make sure, like I said, nobody could take it from me. So I made sure that I sat down and I was like, I'm going to trademark the brand. I made that decision on myself. So November 2023, decided we're going to trademark the brand. One thing I would throw in there first, the fee to trademark a brand, I think it was $250 if I'm not mistaken. More likely, like I said, I will be putting like details if I mess up somewhere on the screen, but I think it was $250 to start off, or for the fee. Thought it was gonna be an easy process starting out, because I know how to do the LLCs and starting an LLC for a business and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie to you, the trademark process is a little more different, and you have to get everything right. There is no you gonna mess up and then think that's okay. No. Which, I mean, you still gotta do everything right for everything else you do, even the LLC. But with the trademark process, you wanna have everything correct. Because if not, like I said, we'll explain it later in the video. But send off everything, and you do have the option to try to get an attorney for yourself to look over everything and to do it for you. I didn't, because I'm hard-headed and I like doing stuff myself sometimes, which can make it a little bit more difficult, because some things may come back and you may not know what's going on. But I sent it off, and I actually think I posted a short.
When you applied in November,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Because I was waiting for a long time and I didn't know how the process was going to work. We started the process in November 2023. I didn't hear back till mid 2024. So it had been a while, almost a year, before I actually heard anything back. You get put into this wait list. Depending on when you filed the trademark, that's when they go and examine it. So it had took them a while to finally get to me. So it, like I said, another reason why, like I said, you kind of want to do your research. I just jumped into it, but like I said, I did it because I wanted to make the brand mine. So basically, took a long time to hear back, and boom, I don't get approved. I have to do a non-final action. Where I messed up was when I sent the picture over for the name and stuff like that. I was trying to, I guess you can say, send over like a logo and stuff like that. I shouldn't have did that. I was supposed to send over a picture of the name of the brand on a product or the website. So I messed up right there. That was number one, which I had to look at other trademarks to try to see like what I did wrong and how I can fix it. And it was just like a lot of research that I had to do because, like I said, it's a long process. It's a lot to it. But that was number one. Didn't have the right pictures. Number two, which wasn't nothing too major, it was something simple. A disclaimer. The business name is Kibishi Collective because I named it that and I was going to go with that as just a full name. But when I was going through the trademark, the collective part is a disclaimer because it's just a broad word. So I couldn't use that part, or I can't really trademark collective. You can't do that. So like certain words, like if you have like a business and then you put a name that nobody else has and then you put maybe like Atlanta, you got to put a disclaimer for Atlanta because it's a broad word. It's not something that you can just take for yourself. I had to go through the process of, for one, researching how I can send this back. And you on a time limit too. So when you get this non-final action, you have to respond, I think, within 3 months. If you don't, you have to pay another $250, I guess, to restart the process. I'm sitting there, I'm scrambling, I'm trying to figure out like what I need to do to send this back because I need to go back and I need it to be correct. So get the right information, took a different screenshot. I sent a picture over, I think, of Kibishi and the website, sent that, and then I put the disclaimer in the new report that we filed for Kibishi with the trademark office. Sent that back. Mind you, like I said, mid to close to the end of the year of 2024. Throughout this process of trademarking a brand, I'm not really doing as much because I'm not sure if Kibishi is going to be mine. And I know some people may be like, well, why are you not working? You could have just been working still. I was posting content, but at the same time, I wasn't doing as much for the brand because I didn't know if Kibishi would be not mine anymore, or, you know, like I didn't want to make it where it's like Kibishi could be just taken from by anybody. I really was just waiting because it was like a waiting game to see if we was gonna get trademarked or not. So I sent everything back, hoping and praying that nothing came back again that I had to fix. Then comes November again. So there's been a year so far in this process of me doing this trademark. We hit November again. They sent me something back saying that everything went through, but you have to go through a publication period where people can go through and, well, I think I'm saying it right. Like I said, if I mess up, I'll put it on somewhere on the screen, but you have to go through a process where it's live for 30 days. I think it's 30 days. Basically, people have the chance to oppose your trademark. So if you have something that maybe somebody else may want, or a name, or if they feel like it's not safe, or people feel like it's not, you know, maybe it's not the best name to be out there as a trademark, people can eject it to get it canceled so it won't go through. So I had to sit to a process from November something until January, and I was waiting on the process for so long because, like I said, throughout this process, somebody could easily come through if they want that name, or if somebody feel like it shouldn't be a trademark, they can object it. So you going through this process like, dang, like I don't know if this is gonna work, like what's gonna happen, like, and I'm just sitting there, I'm just like, and during that time I kind of just took a break, you know, I just wanted a little bit of time, and took a break. Came back January, and I was like, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And we finally got the trademark to go through. It was, like I said, a year and some change, but you know, the trademark is now live. Like I said, Kibishi is mine. Nobody can take it. And I say the overall feeling after everything is that I feel great. Like I said, I feel good that I know I have the name for the brand, and you know, now I feel like I'm kind of kicking things into gear. We finna hit, well, we been a brand for a year. We finna hit 2 this year. So, you know, just really feel good about the trademark thing. But this year, like I said, I want to go even more, you know, just work heavy on the brand. So, you know, like I said, for me, my advice to people that may be looking into doing trademarks for their businesses or brands, do a trademark if you love it, if you want to be around forever, and you want to be, because like I set my expectations high. Like, even though, like I said, I'm not really paying attention to like what everybody else is doing, like honestly I feel like everybody in the clothing brand space or streetwear scene or fashion just in general, from even just the streetwear to, you know, regular fashion people, like you may have like the the luxury fashion, as I would say, from like the Chanel's, the YSL's, the Pradas, the Gucci's, you know, versus like in this day and age, like the Off Whites, the Cortez, the, you know, all of the brands around this area, of this era. Like I said, everybody's different, but I feel like everybody has their own art. So what I mean by that is like they all have their own aura around them, like their own creative thought process. Everybody has their own creative designs and their own brand. Honestly, like I said, for me, I wanted to trademark it because for Kabishi, I love it. I really want to create, and this is something that gives me an outlet to create things that I see in my head. When I have an idea, I can sit down and I can design it. And I feel like, you know, that's for me worth trademarking. If I feel like I love the brand and I want to create and keep making clothes and I want to keep this going forever, I feel like it's worth it. If you just want to you just want to make a business and get in, get out, and maybe not be around in it too long, maybe it's not worth it because, like I said, starting out it's 250. It's 250 in the U.S. I don't know about everybody else, but it's 250 to do a trademark in the U.S. So, you know, especially in the times that we in right now, like I said, where everything's higher, you don't really want to spend that much money on something if you're not gonna want to do it forever. So it's like I said, with me, I want to do Kabishi forever. So of course I'm gonna trademark it. I love the brand. I love creating. I'm going to trademark it. But really, like I said, the process went through. Like I said, it was a heavy process, a long process, but you know, it's finally official. So I just want to thank everybody that has made it this far into the video. Like I said, check out the first link in the description. Go sign up for the emails. Cause like I said, when you sign up for the emails, I will be doing where I would be trying to give, like, I want to do like more rewards and stuff like that for the brand. So it's like when people actually do sign up, you kind of get like some type of incentive, um, discounts, and also like I said again, exclusive like first dibs on getting into the store and buying stuff. So I want to be able to do that for the people that support the brand. And like I said, go follow the Instagram as well because I'm gonna be throwing some discount codes on there off and on. So you may see like me just dropping like codes out of nowhere on the Instagram stories. And like I said, Life is Grim is still on the store. You still got a chance to get a hoodie, in which I mean a hoodie like it's a hoodie with a statement. The front design of the hoodie is simple, but the back design is like a bold statement. So you really want to grab that before, you know, summertime and spring hit, because like I said, it's a good hoodie to have regardless, fall, winter time. So you want to get it right now, like I said, because I'm not restocking that one. That hoodie, once it's gone, I'm not making it no more. It's gonna be probably put on the shelf, and I'm probably not gonna do anything with it no more. It's gonna be an item of a collector item. So yeah, go and sign up on, like I said, the first link in the description. Go follow the Instagram. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Keep being positive light in the grim world. Remember, Kabishi is not for everyone, just for those who get it. I am out. Peace.